Testing, testing. Testing my audio levels before I bring out the screen. Apologies. Okay, we seem to be live. Perfect. Well, what's up, guys? My name is Kai. I'm the nerd of stuff. Welcome to my World's Strongest Man live pre-show. My fan, you have to make that explicitly clear, my fan pre-show. Thank you guys for tuning in. So this is my second year of doing like this live stream type setup for World's Strongest Man. I feel like we were only here yesterday, which is funny because World's Strongest Man is only like what 7 months ago, 6, 7 months ago. It was a very short time ago. Um, Thank you to the people in the chat. Thank you to the people in the comments. Let me know if you guys can hear me or not. I'm probably going to change this mic up before Tuesday, but I'm still experimenting with my setup. As you can see, the screen changed a bit from my setup. I'm still working on how to figure out how to get the chat in view properly so it looks a bit better because I didn't like it the last time I streamed 3 months ago for Wuss Bahrain. But yeah, I will be live streaming for most of World's Strongest Man. I actually took the time off of work. Um, I'm not going to Sacramento, unfortunately, or it's whatever. But I will be here watching with you guys. So chat, hang out. Let's. Yep, but it's some echo. Let me see if I can get closer to the mic. Um, I have a mic. This is a Booyah M83 mic, which is decent, but there is some echo in the mic. I did get a Blue Yeti Pro XLR that I'm probably going to be switching this out with before Tuesday, so there shouldn't be much of an echo. But yeah, I'm not gonna go to Sacramento. Only on Monday, last Monday, did they announce that fans are allowed to go to World's Strongest Man and spectate, and they had tickets available. I think you could buy up to like 2 tickets per event, and they sold out within a couple of hours. So I was at work, and I saw the announcement. Oh, we're letting fans spectate. And I was like, cool. I live in New York, and I only have a week's notice to be like, all right, what's the price of tickets? And it was like $600 from New York to Sacramento. So I was like, ooh, and that's before lodging, food, travel, Ubers and all of that. So I'm like, yeah, had time off of work, but I'm just like, I couldn't make the trip. That'd be like a very expensive trip in a short period of time. So I'm okay with sitting this one out, which is funny. I teeter between always saying, oh, don't go to Worlds, it sucks as a spectator, and I kind of want to go back to Worlds solely because COVID sucked. We've all been trapped inside of our houses, or events have been canceled. So it's just like I would just want to go out there and interact with people again and interact with strongman fans. Um, I do stick by saying Worlds is not the best event to go to, but if you want to meet other fans and maybe meet some of your favorite strongmen and get autographs and hang out, absolutely, I would absolutely say go. An event is what you personally make it. So I'll say, in terms of like making friends that I still talk to 2 years later and interact with, that was awesome. Watching the actual competition was terrible. and I still stick by that it was a terrible experience to spectate the show. But it seems like, and I guess they wanted to do this last year for 2020. It seems like they know that, and they want to fix that. I mean, we're probably giving them too much credit, to be honest, but I have hope. You know, maybe in 5 more years, Strongman will be popular, but I doubt that. It'll still be a TV show. So yeah, the fact that they sold tickets, I guess, to control the number of people there due to California COVID restrictions or whatever. But I'm like, if they sold tickets, that means they have a set number of people that are allowed to spectate. Which I'm just like, does that mean there's going to be seating and lodging? I'm not sure. I hope there is. That'd be nice for people to sit down, grab a seat, and be able to spectate. The problem when I went to Worlds in 2019 was it was on the beach. If you didn't get there at the ass crack of dawn, it was like right there in the front of the barricades, which I was for most of it. You can actually see my stupid face in most of the replays or the TV broadcast of Worlds 2019. But it's all level, it's all sand, it was on the beaches. So if you're short or if you didn't have a ladder, you were kind of assed out. If you were like 3 heads behind, you probably really couldn't see much. So that did suck. So, if anybody's going to Sacramento, let me know. I definitely want to see what the fan atmosphere is going to be like this year. And if you guys just want to see more of how my fan experience was in 2019, I do have a video about that on my channel. Just type in 2019 and I'm sure it'll pop up. But yeah, let's just get into World's Strongest Man 2021. Sorry. These were some of the... Ooh, sorry, the audio spike. These headphone use, my bad. These were some of the promo bumps that are appearing on some of the Strongman's Instagram pages. I added the music because they didn't have any music. I thought it was kind of cool to add some music. I actually really like these. Not everybody has them up on their socials yet, but I find them really cool. I actually like the vibe and the aesthetic of what they're going for this year. This old, dusty, prospector-esque type town. I think it's actually pretty cool. So I added some music over that. Like, I just wrote these straight from Instagram. I'm sure over the next couple of days we'll start seeing more guys post theirs to their pages or Worlds post it to their official social pages. And I'm probably going to get flagged for this audio and I don't really care. Appreciate it, meat-based vegan. Stoked to see Travis making his 5th appearance. I can't believe it's only been 5 appearances, but he's back after 10 years, so that's cool to see. It's weird how only Luke's is in, like, kilos and not pounds like the rest of them. I don't know, but whatever. I'm sure they're different for the UK versus the US audience, but I still find them actually pretty cool. Hey, what's up, man? So yeah, I just have I'm working on a different setup for World's Strongest Man, so for those of you just joining me, I am not going to Sacramento. I am going to be live streaming from New York. Just like you guys, I'm going to be searching for Instagram live feeds, Facebook lives, YouTube lives, and we can all watch that together here on my channel. That way we can all hang out, talk about it, see what happens. I did pay for the, what was it, the $2, $3 what is it, Facebook backstage live thing that they're doing. I paid for that when they first announced it. Because only a week ago did they announce, oh, fans were allowed to come and spectate in Sacramento. So I'm just like, whatever, I already bought this. Last year, it was whatever. It was better than nothing. I think they actually went up a dollar in price. I think it was only $2 last year. It's $3 this year. I know a lot of people who didn't pay for it. Whatever, more power to you. I have it for archival purposes. So if anybody actually wants to go and watch the backstage live from 2020 World's Strongest Man things, just write in the comments below and I can send you that via Dropbox, for archival purposes. You guys can see what it was like last year. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, Travis was like great in his heyday. 2010, dude was on track to probably like place on the podium of Worlds. Like, Travis in 2010 was unstoppable, but at the same time, that's what started to lead him down the path that he was. I mean, when he broke his ankle and he just kept powering through, that was insane. But, it didn't do much for Travis's career, unfortunately. He was there in 2011. I think he competed in like 2 events, the loading and the keg toss, and he was out for the rest of the comp. But now he's back after 10 years. That's crazy to think. 10 years ago was Travis's last Worlds and Brian's first victory. That's crazy to think. And this is Mark's 16th World's Strongest Man appearance, and geez, 16 long years of competing at Worlds. The man's 55 and still going. That is insane. I love it. Yeah, I can absolutely send you the backstage live stuff. Again, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but, it was what it was. Some of them, for the $2 that I spent, I think it was money well spent, especially since we didn't have a lot of video coming out last year. It did give us stats. It gave us placings. It gave us interviews. They weren't like 5-minute posts on Facebook. Some of them were like 45 minutes long. I mean, the Nick English guy, take or leave it. He's whatever. We've had a lot worse commentators in the past. So I didn't really mind him. I'm probably more forgiving because I'm just like, we watch this stuff and we strongman fans put up with a lot of garbage, but he wasn't the worst. Could he have been more well-versed? Absolutely. Maybe he was nervous. It was their first time doing something like that. So I want to give him the benefit of a doubt and say this year he'll probably perform better. We'll find out in a couple days, but watch me be wrong and he still fumbles. Exactly, 20 stuff for $3, can't complain. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Like I said, I knew a lot of people who didn't want to pay for it, which was fine, because, people who did pay for it, we just posted that stuff on Reddit. We was posting that information out there anyway. It's just, if there's any strongman thing, I'm recording it for archival purposes. If there's any strongman shows you guys want, just let me know. Like, I just finished recording UK Strongest Man 2020, which didn't air not too long ago. I think it aired in like April, I believe. But you can see Gavin Bilton win his first UK Strongest Man. He just won his second like a couple of weeks ago. But if anybody wants that, just let me know. Yeah, cringe, I agree. I'm cringe too, but he's a professional getting paid. I'm some idiot with, OBS and a laptop. There was also some other things I wanted to go through with Worlds. I hope you guys enjoyed my 5 prediction videos for all 5 heats. Has any of my opinions changed? Currently, I would say no. None of my opinions changed on who I think is going to go to the finals. If you didn't watch the videos, check those out. But a quick rundown, I would say Brian and Maxime from Heat 1. I can't remember off the top of my head who I had for Heat 2. Give me a minute here. Sorry about that. Who did I have for Heat 2? I had Luke and J.F. Karan for Heat 3. Oops, sorry. Tom Stoltman, Trey Mitchell for Heat 2. J.F. Karan and Luke Richardson for Heat 3. Adam Bishop and Jerry Pritchett for Heat 4. And Alexei Novikov and Luke Stoltman for Heat 5. So, yeah, a couple of really good guys I feel are going to miss the finals this year. As far as I know, they haven't changed any of the heats right now. Colin or IGN haven't decided to do any weird, screwy things with the lineup just yet. So, I guess that's good. Last year when they changed things like randomly, it pissed me off. It pissed off a lot of people. Oh, absolutely they should bring back the guy who was doing the Shaw Classic. What was his name? Todd Harris. He was the commentator for World's Strongest Man in the mid-2000s. He was great. Like, in the ESPN days, he was great. I would like him to come back, Todd Harris. Phil Pfister, I would love to commentate again. I know some people didn't like Phil as a commentator. I preferred Phil over Bill Kazmaier. I know Kazmaier's classic, but I liked Phil's commentary a bit better. So if they had Todd Harris and Phil Pfister back for at least the U.S. audio, that'd be hilarious. That'd be great. I believe they have Eddie Hall doing the commentary for both the U.S. and the U.K. Commentary again this year, which is fine. It's whatever. Much better than the guys they have on the U.S. commentary because they're absolutely awful. Who's that? What's that football guy's name? Aaron Taylor? Aaron Taylor is an awful commentator during the CBS years. Like, Eddie Hall's a commentator is great. Like, Eddie is definitely tapped into the zeitgeist, and like, when Eddie makes a prediction, Eddie knows what he's talking about and he's on point. So I liked him as a commentator last year for Worlds. I'm glad we basically got the same commentary as the UK did. Oh yeah, in a perfect world, Laws is the absolute best commentary. I don't know why Channel 5 hasn't got him as a commentator yet. Might be a contract thing, but that'd be great to see him in a position like that. Like, I remember in 2015 when Terry first retired from Worlds and he was the commentator for the 2015 Worlds. They should definitely have Laws be the commentator. I don't know why he isn't yet. Maybe it's not something he wants to do. But I think we would all love if Laws was the commentator. He's definitely been blowing up this year, getting more eyes on the sport, and that's what we all want. That's great. Does anybody have any interesting predictions for who they think is going to make the finals? Anybody different than my predictions? As much as I want Evan and Bobby to make the finals, Ivar's too, I think those are my three biggest, my three biggest picks that are probably going to miss it on the finals, and it's going to suck. Like, I don't think Ivar's going to make it to the Stone-Off. I think Graham is going to make it to the Stone-Off, but Maxim's going to beat him. Evan, seriously, unfortunately, unless Evan wins his heat, Evan's going to have to go up against Trey or Tom at the Stones, and he's going to miss out, so that's gonna suck. And then Bobby, I don't know. Bobby, I feel like is going to miss out on the finals too because Bobby's not faster than Luke on stones. Oh, he did the arm wrestling thing? Yeah, outside of Strongman, I'm not really tuned into anything else, like strength base, I guess. Like, it's cool that Wuss is doing those, uh-oh, did the stream pause? Hold on. On mine, it looks like it paused. Hold on. No, it looks like it's still up for me. Uh-oh. No, it's still there for me. Okay, I was worried that it froze. Sorry about that. It's cool that the Wuss guys are doing other shows. Not necessarily for me, but it's cool that they're doing that. They finally fixed my account, which is good, but I don't really watch that kind of stuff, so it is what it is. Mm-mm. Let me know if the stream is buffering. It's showing that it's fine on my end, but it keeps popping up that it might. Hold on. Is it good on my end? Let's see. It's weird. Sometimes it acts up. Uh-oh. Okay, on YouTube it's fine. Alright, YouTube's just being screwy on my end. Whatever. That's good. What was I saying? Something about Westworld's. I lost my train of thought. Damn it, YouTube. Oh wow, now the sun's coming out. Yeah, so I'm still getting pictures and stuff from these guys' social media pages. I guess they're still doing some of the social stuff with the guys because they're slowly uploading pictures to their own socials or the official world social. So that's cool. I always like seeing like the candid shots because one, they help when I make thumbnails, that's for sure. Ivars. Irving. Irving's somebody I'm actually really sad and disappointed is not actually contested at Worlds this year. He's there as an alternate / equipment tester, but I wish he was actually competing. Like, I don't know why we can't go back to 30 guys. Insane Rebirth, my bad. Yeah, I'm switching out the mic, so after today, the mic should be much better. So apologies about that. Let me see. Test. Hopefully it's better now. Yeah, so they have 25 athletes competing in 5 heats, 5 athletes in each heat. I don't see why we can't go back to 30 competitors, 6 guys in each heat, especially when we have alternates. How many alternates do we have? We have Irving Toots, Gabriel Pena, Rob Kearney. Do we have any more alternates? Because if we had 5, I don't see why you just don't throw all 5 of them into each heat. I find it much better when it's 6 guys. I don't know why, but we have so many strong, we have a bunch of strongmen now who deserve to be at Worlds, so, like, cutting back, I hate it. Also, Irving's been looking pretty strong. I don't know if you guys saw some of the pictures he's posted on social. My dude is jacked. Yeah, it absolutely should be. It absolutely should be 30 guys. I remember when I went to Worlds in 2019, like, when it's 5 guys in a heat, it always sucks when it's supposed to be, like, a head-to-head thing, like the overhead medley, and there's always one guy who goes by himself. In my opinion, it just doesn't look visually appealing as versus 2 guys going head-to-head. And it also might mess with some of the guys mentally. Like, you always want to see what your other competitor's doing. That's your bench marker. Like, all right, this guy has 6 reps. I have to do 7. I don't know. It's probably just a matter of Worlds being cheap. $50 at this point, yeah. 50 would be way too many people. Remember Worlds 1998 when they had 40 people and it was like 10 heats? That was weird. That was a weird year. Yeah, absolutely. Irvin's got that peak bodybuilder mass monster aesthetic. Absolutely. My dude is aesthetic AF. Number 2 in Estonia. But, yeah, he definitely deserves to be there. I was watching the podcast that Colin did with Laws when he's just like, oh, look at what so and so did, and that's who they decided got to come back to World, which I thought was weird. I feel like those guys should have got a second chance. I mean, yeah, they got pulled out of the competition early in 2020, but I don't see why they couldn't come back this year. Gavin got injured. Gavin gets to come back this year. Probably because he's UK's strongest man, so he has a title. Plus, the Brits always want to have, 6 or 7 athletes at Worlds. I don't know. It's weird. How is the Stone Eliminator going to work this year? We still don't have a finite answer on that. So I've heard from some places that it's going to be the Atlas Stone series like they had last year when it was 8 and it's timed. Or they're going to do Stone over bar like they did in 2019. I've also heard it might be a combination of the two, where it's you get to the Stone series and then when you finish, it's Stone over bar, which is weird. I don't know how they're going to set that one up. No set, so I'm not sure how the Eliminator is going to work just yet. I know with the Backstage Live Access, they're doing a pre-show tomorrow. I'll watch that and I'll post an update on that. Frankly, the Eliminator is still stupid, and what is this, the 5th year that we're doing the Eliminator? Because it makes great TV or some nonsense, which I don't believe. Only that one year where Trey pulled out the upset did I think it made good TV. The rest I hated, and I think most people hated it. 2017, if you go back and watch that one's still the worst of the Stone Eliminator when it was brackets. So I think 5th place and 4th place started, and then they were eliminated, and then 3rd place jumped in, and then 2nd jumped in. That one was terrible. Seriously, go back to 2017. Awful. I personally wish they would go back. In a perfect world, they would just go back to letting all of the athletes in the heat do the Atlas Stones. If they want to make it double points, fine, whatever. That's at least all of the athletes in the heat competing, giving them something to fight for. I don't know. The way I would personally set up Worlds, every athlete in the heat would do the Atlas Stones. They would be double points, which means even if you're in first, you still have to do the Atlas Stones to make sure you keep your standing. And whoever is the first and second, overall, after all 5, 6 events, are the 2 they go through. Boom. Simple. Keeping it simple. And personally, something I would like them to see bring back is the wild card athletes. I know they won't do it, unfortunately. It didn't really, I guess, work too well in 2014, but I liked when that one year where they tried the wild card. So, for those of you who don't know, in 2014, it was whoever were the 2 athletes who had the best points overall out of 3rd place got a wild card spot in the finals. So in 2014, they had 12 athletes compete in the finals versus 10. The 2 that got the wild cards were Dave Oslin and Warwick Brandt, which, yeah, I mean, they didn't actually make that much of an impact in the finals. I mean, it was 2 more places to change up the points, but it didn't really make too much of a difference, so that's probably why they dropped it and only did it for 1 year. But I like the idea, and that definitely makes all the athletes work harder. Make sure that if they don't come in first or second, make sure they have the most points out of all the 3rd place athletes, and they get to go through. I think that'd be awesome to bring back. Or if they want to get, more fan interaction, probably not actually when I think about it, but if they want to get more fan interaction, have them vote. Let the fans vote on who they want to be the wild card for the finals. I mean, that can go heavily wrong and a bunch of people vote for Oberst, but I digress. That's something I would think would be interesting. Hope it's a stone run. Hope it's a run. Stone over yoke is too tiring, and the athletes won't perform too great in the finals. Absolutely. The year when they had it over the bar, yeah, Trey placed 8th. Most of the guys who had to compete in the stone over bar, they didn't do that well. I mean, what did Tom get? 4th? No, Tom got 5th. JF got 4th, and JF definitely got shafted in 2019 when he had to do the stone over bar twice, which was stupid. So I don't know. We'll find out probably tomorrow. I know on the pre-show they're doing a chat with Martins and Hafthor to see who they think is going to win. So it'd be kind of interesting to see how that goes. They're dragging poor Martins out of his bed after he just recovered from appendicitis. Poor guy. Dude's always getting injured, but you know what? I let him get all his injuries out of the way now. That way he can come back stronger than ever in 2022. Get back his title, hopefully. Or Mateus. Mateus finally win. Fingers crossed. I know Martins is supposed to be competing at the end of the year at the Rogue Invitational, and Mateus is competing at the World Tour Finals, I believe? Could be wrong. Is it Europe's? One of the Giants live shows. I know it's not the Royal Albert Hall. It's later in the year, probably around like September. He's just starting up his training again. I saw a post from him on Instagram the other day, doing a very light deadlift. He says his arm feels much better than the last time he got surgery. So fingers crossed that he comes back better than ever, because my man needs a win. Yeah. Hey, listen, even if Martins doesn't come back, you know what? He was the world's strongest man, and that can never be taken away from him. Same with Novikov. I want him to do well this year. A lot of people don't think he's going to make it past his heat, so I think that's actually pretty interesting. If they keep the weight in the heats relatively light, I think he'll go through on his heat. I think he'll win. Like I said, I think he's only going to win by 1 point at the skin of his teeth if they keep the events light enough. If they're a bit heavier and it's more static based, it's going to be a battle between Bobby and Luke. And then I could probably see Alexi go into the stone off. And depending on if he has to go to a stone off and depending on who he faced, that could be a toss up. Say Luke wins Heat 5 and Alexi and Bobby have to do the stone off, I still say Alexi's going to beat Bobby and go to the finals. If he has to go up against Luke in the stone off, I'm going to say Luke's going to win the stone off if it's between him and Alexi. Controversial, I know, but hey, we'll see in a couple of days. Big Robert Obers. I don't think he's gonna go back to the finals. I mean, he has his fans. Good for his fans, but Obers is not gonna make the finals. Ever since he tore his bicep on the Atlas stones, man's not fast with the Atlas stones. I'm not a fan of Obers, but whatever. He doesn't have his log press record. He keeps talking trash, but haven't put up the numbers. But it is what it is. And then we have Brian. All right, bro. If Obers wins, you know what? No, I can't even imagine that. No. I refuse. My brain refuses to even imagine that. Nope. Ryan, maybe winning his 5th title. Man, what is this? The Drive for 5, Part 5 at this point? I don't know. All the events in the finals are great for Brian. Keg toss, Titans turntable, Deadlift? I don't know. He hasn't been the same since he tore his hamstring, but they're great events for Brian in the finals. And you know what? I still don't think he's going to win. I'm going to give it to Tom. Maybe Brian can touch the podium. Maybe third. But do I see Brian winning and getting his fifth? I'm going to say no. The hype has died over here. For me, I'm just like, the new generation is here. Brian hasn't won in, 5 years? 5 years at this point? I'm not saying that he sucks. I'm not saying that he's a bad strongman. It's just, my man's 39. And yes, he won his at 38, but faster, hungrier guys are here. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to answer that question about their pharma, so sorry. I'm the wrong person to ask about that. Oh, if JF wins, I'm throwing a party. I'm buying a Canadian flag. I will hang it proudly in my office. See, that's the thing about JF. If we don't hype JF, he wins. Last year, we hyped JF, and he messed up in the log, and he came in third. If we don't talk about JF and we keep him underrated, he wins. That's my thinking. So no JF hype this year, and then JF wins. Or gets second. Or Tom wins. I can see Tom winning this year, too. King of the Stones, baby. Yeah. Oh, right. Before I forget, if you guys didn't know, SBD actually has a contest to win an autographed World's Strongest Man t-shirt. Let me go to the website. I definitely wanted to bring that up for you guys, because I know, like, it's weird how they promote some things and then sometimes they don't. Let me see. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so, and it's kind of hard to find it on the website, which is annoying. You literally have to basically type in the URL. As far as I know, there are two separate giveaways. If you are in the UK, you need to go to SBD's UK website. And if you're in the US, you have to go to us.sbd.com/pages/SBD-world's-strongest-man-giveaway. If you try to type it in on the website, it doesn't come up. You need to go to the direct URL to find the giveaway. I believe on their Instagrams, they are promoting the giveaway. The link is in their description. But I just want other people to know about this because I think this is cool. As you guys know, I'm a collector. I have multiple autographed World's Strongest Man t-shirts from Mark Felix. I have one signed by Martins, Brian, Eddie, Thor, and a couple other guys. And for other fans, why not? I think that's a cool giveaway to do. I wish they would promote it a bit more. So, yeah. So, again, SBD is having a giveaway. This is the gray shirt that you can buy on their website, but it's going to be autographed by a couple of the winners. As it says here, it says you have the chance to win the official SBD World's Strongest Man t-shirt signed by the competitors of the 2020 event. The official t-shirt is available to purchase by anyone, but only one person in the U.S. can win this unique item signed by podium finishers Alexei Novikov, Tom Stoltman, Jeff Caron, and more. With 5 different champions in the last 5 years of competition, we have entered a new era of competitiveness in strongman. This year's events are expected to provide an even greater challenge to the athletes seeking to be crowned the 2021 SBD World's Strongest Man. By the way, I am not sponsored by SBD to promote this, but as a fan, I think this is a cool opportunity for people, so that's why I'm talking about it. So yeah. In order to do this contest, it says submit your guesses for the top 10 below. The first person to submit their guesses for the top 10 in the correct order will win the signed shirt. If no one guesses all 10 athletes in order, then the entrant with the most athletes correctly guessed from first place working down the list will be deemed the winner. In the event of a tie, the winner will be determined on who submitted their entry first. The winner will be selected after the results of the 2021 SBD World Strongest Man competition are confirmed by IMG. So if you guys want to do that, definitely head over to their website. Once this video gets archived and posted to YouTube, I will have the link in the description below. So I think that was something cool to mention. So yeah, you don't have to write them in, in case you don't know how to spell some of these guys' names. They have the drop down for all 30 competitors on who you think is going to win the competition. So I think that's a super cool thing to do. Why does it show that it's stuttering on my end? Even though I know it's not. So yeah, I put in my guesses, I think like a week ago. I think this competition has been open for like a couple of months now, but I think it's something cool to do. If anybody's curious, how did I have mine set up? Because I can't refill it out again. Actually, can I? Probably not. Not reading all those terms and conditions, but yeah. Who did I have in mind? I had Tom taking first, Brian in second, JF in third, Alexi in fourth. I know that's probably very controversial. Luke in fifth. Luke in fifth, Jerry in sixth, Adam Bishop in sixth, Luke Richardson in eighth, Trey Mitchell in ninth, and Maxime Boudreau in 10th. And that's probably a very weird and controversial placings for these guys, but that's who I'm assuming are going to make it to the final, and that's who I assume they're going to place in the final. So we'll see. I think it would be cool if I won. If I won, I'd be so hyped. Man, my predictions are right. I'm gonna go play Lotto. And the only other thing I kind of wanted to talk about before I end the stream was you guys should definitely be checking out the Strongman Archive. I know last year when I did Worlds, we were literally looking at and refreshing a spreadsheet. Well, this year, the kind folks with the Strongman Archive have made that experience much better and more user-friendly. So, Elway and Bill are the guys who created the Strongman Archive, and this website has been a godsend to especially somebody like me who edits videos with footage from old competitions. I feel bad because I was definitely supposed to send Elway stuff about UKs. My mistake if you're watching this. I gotta get back to you on that. But this website is basically a comprehensive guide of everything that you need. It has other things outside of Worlds, as you can see, UKs, American Log Record, the Superior Power Show, was. They have all types of upcoming events, SCL, Giants Live. You can search based on contests. You can search based on athletes, results, events. I think this is a really comprehensive website, and it's the best one that I've ever seen, and it's current and is constantly being updated. It always has results. I believe Elway said on the Reddit that it will refresh every 10 seconds during Worlds, so we can see results for World's Strongest Man. So I'm probably going to change the setup for the live stream feed again. There will probably be like the full video here up top, me in the corner, and probably another video feed of just the Strongman Archive itself. Let me see if I could, there's no contest going on currently at the moment, but it like had live like contest like results. So yeah, we can click this 2021 World's Strongest Man. Qualifying round begins on June 15th. But yeah, it lists all the competing athletes. I'm pretty sure on June 15th when it starts, it'll run down each heat and who's in each one. Let me just show you 2020 to see what it looks like. Yeah. So I think this is a much nicer setup than using the spreadsheets. If you prefer using the spreadsheets, there definitely will be one, but this is much better. They even have a thing where you can use either metric or imperial, which I think is actually pretty cool. For dumb Americans like me, we can see this in pounds instead of kilos. So that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, it'll have each athlete, the event, their times, point standing. They also, it's not just the finals, it's also done for the heats as well. So group 1, group 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So I think that's really cool, really comprehensive. So definitely check out the Strongman Archive. And if you want, like, definitely go donate to these guys. Like, they're doing a service to us. I donated yesterday, especially during Worlds where I feel like they're going to get hit with very heavy traffic. So definitely donate, because that definitely helps with website maintenance, upkeep, and interfaces, I bet. Show them some love. Tell them Kai sent you. Tell them the Nerd of Strength sent you. But yeah. Definitely a really cool website to use. Then I will definitely be utilizing that throughout the whole week. I want to try and watch stuff via Instagram. Again, if anybody's going to Sacramento, let me know in the chat. If you're live streaming or going to live stream, let me know. I'd prefer to probably have just like one person's Insta I'm watching the show from versus like refreshing 6 or 7 different Insta pages. But, you know, it doesn't matter. I guess I'm doing the reverse of 2019 where I was there 2019 and people watching my stream. I get to sit at home and watch it from the other perspective this time. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, I'll definitely try and have graphics on the screen for like, oh, this person's competing and this is their time. I just brought a second Stream Deck. I have a Stream Deck Mini that I'm using now that has like sound effects and stuff, but I'll use this one to up my live streaming experience and hopefully have everything figured out by Tuesday. Hopefully. Sometimes I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. But I'm having fun while I'm doing it. So yeah, I'm going to cut it there. Thank you guys for watching my live stream. I really do appreciate hanging out with you guys. And Meat-Based Vegan, thank you guys for hanging out in the chat. If you guys haven't watched my prediction video for all 5 heat, check that out now in the link in the description below. In the playlist, it's on my home screen. It's on my homepage on my YouTube channel. Check out all my other videos. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. I will be live streaming and doing recaps for every day of World's Strongest Man starting Tuesday. So definitely look out on my community tab for more info on that. If you like what I do, again, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Patreon, and Ko-fi, all under the name Nerd of Strength. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.